Hello and welcome, good people of the internet and bad people. Love you all, regardless. We have big news to discuss. A new warrior is emerging in the battle of the handhelds. A new competitor for the ROG Ally and the Steam Deck. Will he take the throne of the kingdom of the handhelds? Will he emerge victorious? Well, let's find out together. This new device is called Lenovo Legion Go. Well, we have this beautiful comparison here from videocards.com where we can see all three devices side by side. The Lenovo Legion Go is big, very big. It has an 8.8-inch screen that also has higher resolution than the ROG Ally and the Steam Deck and higher refresh rate. The resolution has an aspect ratio of 16:10, similar to the Steam Deck, which is something I don't like. Not because of how it looks. Game developers don't always implement different resolutions like ultra wide and other type of resolutions well into their games. So we have a 2560 by 1600p resolution and 144 Hz refresh rate. The device is heavy, much heavier than the ROG Ally, 246 grams heavier. But if you study marketing, you won't say that, you'll say this instead. Remarkably, the device's weight will not increase significantly compared to the Ally, adding only 32 grams, but only when the controllers are not attached. Very good with words, this guy. What I see though, it's either a very heavy handheld or a very heavy tablet. So what do they mean by only when the controllers are attached? Well, the Lenovo controllers can be detached, kinda like a Nintendo Switch. Is that a good feature? I think it is. It gives you another way you can play on this device. Also has trackpads from what I see, and the thumb grip seems to be the same as the ROG Ally. Has 3 options for storage, 256, 512, and 1TB. Although we don't know the price difference for all these 3 options. So now let's go to the heavy stuff. See if this is gonna be a good competitor and will emerge victorious in the battle for handheld dominance. The Lenovo Legion Go has the same processor as the ROG Ally. Now that is disappointing, because this beautiful screen will not be utilized. Very few games can actually be played in 1080p 120 frames per second on the ROG Ally. So I don't see what game will benefit from this high resolution and high refresh rate. In my experience with the ROG Ally, many of the AAA games cannot even reach 1080p 60 frames. And if they do, the device has to be plugged in order to run in turbo mode, maximum power draw, or unplugged 25 watts. And that will drain the battery in 45 minutes. But let's go to the Lenovo Legion Go battery. Is it bigger? It is, but not by much. For such a big screen and high resolution, and also high weight, you'd think that the Lenovo Legion Go will pack a bigger battery. The battery will have super fast charge available like the ROG Ally, but it's probably gonna drain even faster because of the massive screen. The Lenovo Legion Go will run Windows, which I like, but that's a personal preference. And the price is ultimately $100 more than the ROG Ally in the United States, but will have the same price as the ROG Ally in Europe and I think other countries too. So will it make more sense to get a Lenovo Legion Go? Definitely, if you live in those countries, there's no question about it. Now before we go to the conclusion, let's talk some other features. The Lenovo's handheld has 16 gigs of RAM, but higher clock speeds. It doesn't have an external GPU option as of yet, but in September I think we're gonna get more information and confirmation on all these features. In conclusion now, my opinion, personal, I think all these companies are focusing on the wrong features. Yes, the Lenovo Legion Go is better than the ROG Ally, has better features. It's $100 more, which I think is okay for the features that it's adding to the device, although not in terms of performance, because they have the same processor. But I find myself more and more playing games like platformers, turn-based strategy, retro games, small games basically, where you can relax, sit back and enjoy. I don't see myself on the go, traveling, playing some heavy AAA games on a handheld. I much rather maybe watch a movie, or if I'm playing, play some platformers or some other relaxing games. And that's why I think Steam Deck is still king. Even though the ROG Ally priced for performance, it's better than the Steam Deck. There are some features that don't make sense for me, and the Steam Deck offers more options for cheaper. If the Lenovo Legion Go would have offered a better CPU or APU, then would have been a different discussion. I'm curious to what people that were calling the ROG Ally pointless, you might as well buy a laptop, what they think of Lenovo's Legion Go. I think this is getting really close to a laptop, much closer than the ROG Ally. And it's heavy, 854 grams. The brand I would really like to see creating a handheld would be Razer. It's one of my favorite brands. So we'll check more news on the Legion Go in the months to come. And also, there's something I didn't talk about. The software that they're using might be better than Armory Crate and end up being more reliable and have better quality of life features, and will appeal more to people that want to navigate through the device like it's a Steam Deck. So that's it for this video. Hope you like it. Leave a like, dislike, whatever you like. See you in the next one. Bye.